Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you're happy watching this. It's Going Tokyo coming at you with some more Adam's family-friendly games and demos. Little Big Planet. As soon as I get the tags up. Holly, how you doing? Lovely to see you as always. I gotta fix my tags because, you know, Twitch is being Twitch. Reinvents the wheel, but makes it actually cool this time. Oh, is it gonna have flames? Is it gonna be a hot flames wheel? Cause I think that'd be pretty neat. I'd be okay with that. Hopefully you're doing well. Hope life is treating you kindly, not giving you any more guff than one would expect to have in one's life. I realize into every life a little bit of guff must fall, but or blow? Wasn't guff, like, didn't we figure out that was like a bad air or something? I don't remember. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. Kronos said that he had thoughts about my clock setup. So I want to be in the create mode to give Kronos a chance to respond to my clock. I'm okay. Spent today with Mori. Went to complete our democratic obligations and managed not to be dead named in front of each other. I would use a swear word, but it is a family-friendly stream. Well, it's an Adam's family-friendly stream. We could probably get one swear word in, but I want to save it. But that makes me really happy, both for the doing your democratic-iness, and also for the not being dead named. Probably more for the not being dead named, but I'm not against voting because it is a form of damage control, and unfortunately we do need to be doing a lot of damage control. I imagine no different in the place where you are. That would be the land down under where something there's chunder? I don't know. I haven't heard that song in probably forever, and I don't know that I need to hear it again. I really like the way this turned out. It's like, this whole setup is just so unnecessarily complex. It pleases me. I got this submarine here. It's fine, I guess. It's kind of neat. What's going on with that clock? I don't know if we've got... Oh, this doesn't have the forward backward in it. So I'm gonna have to update that. Because these clocks, they do be going forward and backward. I'm not messing around with the clocks. Oh, right. It's not gonna play that music while I am over here. So we're gonna have to... I'm sorry if my voice is a little bit frizzly today. It do be that way sometimes. Just gonna turn off this music for a sec. Alice, lovely to see you. Hope that you're very well tonight. Or as well as, you know, can be expected given the whole thing that you got going on over there. Because I know that it do be a thing. I don't even know why I made this. Like, it's cute, but... Oh, I didn't put in the tags for these lights. So it got a little, like, it's got a countdown thing going on it. And if you don't hit this button, every 10 seconds, like, new bad things will happen. Mostly this was just to see if I could get the, setup, the clock setup working, and I was in fact able to do that. It is very loud, I do apologize for that. I can't fix it right now, but... You know things are bad when you're thinking of moving to France. Oh my god. That's really bad. That's pretty awful. I'm concerned. Is... Well, like, only 1 million slurs, though. Like, not 1,000,010? Okay, it's... I realize it's not a joking situation, but I'm a little bit worried. Is... Now, this jump to France as a concept... That's a weird way to put it. Is the Spain thing not... Is it... It's not falling through, is it? Ooh, don't do that. Because while I do recognize that Spain is... the guy says it will happen, but it's currently just... He's... I mean, okay. I'm glad that he's not dead. I hope that should go without saying, but I realize that, you know, sometimes you do need to clarify. I am glad that he's not dead. I am kind of surprised, given that this has, like, been a year with the, cancer ward. If he's still kicking it, that's, he's a fighter. But also, I kind of want this sorted for you, because, it's none of it's great. It's all awful. Everything else is impossible. Yeah, just from what you've told us yesterday about what's going on in Portugal, it sounds pretty god-awful. Like, to the extent that I am concerned. I completely lost my train of thought. I apologize. Like, just kind of got a dozen different things in the thought bucket. At the moment, thought bucket is not, that's not a word. I do have some good news, though. I don't know if this will take anyone's mind off of anything, but Honey Bunny has a song, and it's a new song, and it's it's really good. And I will share that. I'm gonna probably be I'm gonna be obnoxious with sharing Honey Bunny's music, because you know, you kind of gotta. Well, I mean, I don't gotta. Nobody's twisting my arm, but I'm gonna is the thing. I don't. Why are there 3 conditions here? I don't actually remember why that was. I'm not gonna think about it. What do I want to do with this? Can we get some camera shake? That would make Kronos happy. Kronos better show up, by the way, because, I mean, they better show up. I'm not gonna be like that, but I do really want to show this off to him. So, you know. Trying to remember how this little trick works. $2.5, right? I think this goes down to like 2, 3, and then when it gets how does this work again? Eventually I'm going to remember this. I think it's a countdown timer? And this is on speed scale? Let's see how that goes. Okay, what just broke? Something just broke. I heard the noise of breaking. Well, what was that? What is breaking? I hate it when that happens. What is that noise? It doesn't seem like anything's broken. Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't know what happened to the checkpoint, but the checkpoint exploded. Why? Sometimes, like, the checkpoint just dies, and I don't know why. That's so weird. Why does it do that? I'm gonna have to ask Kronos, because maybe Kronos knows. Okay, we need the maximum up higher, because the minimum's got to come up higher. Want the minimum right there. Ish? Alright, so that's the min. And then the max will be 7? Bump this down to 1. Change it to speed scale. Oh, the LBP servers are not on. Unfortunately. They remain broke. But I've just been kind of playing around with stuff. And you know how it goes. How you doing tonight, Des? Is life treating you pretty okay? I know that you had, you've got some worries on your plate at the moment. Sorry about the burp. Hopefully those are getting a little bit better. Although I suppose, like, in one day, probably not too much has changed. Well, I'm in the middle of writing... Oh, gosh. Oh, my... okay, sorry. I completely misread that, because I thought that you were writing for a job interview, and I was very worried. Okay. So do you, like... It's like you're in trouble. Wait, why are you in trouble? That's weird. I feel like that's weird. Oh, it's not like you're in trouble. Okay. Des, you got me all worried. I was worried. Everyone has to do a yearly thing. Okay. See, I've never had a job that's important enough to require me to do that, so... You know. Well, I'm glad there's nothing to worry about, though. I feel like I can't put a sequencer here because the whole point of this exercise is that it doesn't use sequencers. Wah! Wah! I think I'm making things more difficult for myself than I need to, and that's funny, but also kind of sad. Kronos would laugh. I hope that Kronos would laugh. I don't know, because Kronos ain't here yet, but... I got my toes crossed. I do so much to amuse that boy. Is there... That's... Why is an acid poof that loud? Oh, it's in destruction. It's not in... That's gonna be super annoying. It's funny. Yeah. Let's see how this works out. Are you gonna break again? I'd like it if you did not. Yo, where'd my clock go? Oh, wait. Is it too far away? Oh, there we are, we're back. I was gonna say, I was gonna get, like, really a bit unhappy. Alright, let's see how it goes. Clock starts counting down. We have the change in lighting. And then everything starts to get kittywampus at 40. I've been processing the stuff from yesterday and I'm real frustrated. You've got every good reason to be. Okay, those firecrackers are not gonna work. Like, that's just not... They're not gonna work. It's just, they're too annoying. Is there anyone that you can talk to about it? I mean, I don't know. Is there anything like that's... you could say officially about it? It's somebody being a jerk, but I'm not sure what recourse there is for that. I could put in a complaint with just the stuff from yesterday. I mean, it might not be the worst thing in the world to do. Leering is covered under diversity protections. Now that's interesting. Also cool. I mean that it's covered in that you've got protections. It's interesting in the sense that I would not have expected that. Why you make no sound? So if you did that, like, what happens? Like, where does it go from there? It'd be an HR complaint, so probably nowhere fast. Okay. Would that, like... I hate that this is what I'd be thinking of, but this is always what I'm thinking of. Is it something that would come back to haunt you? I could be flagged as a problem and get a case built against me. See, there's my worry right there, and I hate that it ought to be a worry. Gonna take the weekend and try to progress my department name change further. Are you still have to screw around with that? Like that you weren't able to get it sorted? Then I can work teaching without having to come out to new schools. That would be pretty big. That would be pretty big and also pretty great. Submitted the paperwork, but who knows how long it takes. Okay. Would like it to progress more quickly, but obviously you don't really have a lot of choice in that. Let's see how this goes now. Oh, forgot to turn off that music. Doobie doobie doo. Alright, so we've slipped under the waves. The lights still aren't turning on. Oh, there they are. Okay. We are getting the booms. Alright, that was a bit weird for the water. If I keep working at all, then I'll be able to quit the ASC job. Oh, if I keep working at it, then I'll be able to quit the ASC job. I mean, that sounds like a worthwhile goal. And just to, I mean, just to have your your dead name stricken from the record is something that obviously that you'd want to get sorted. So not that I wouldn't support that, but like I doubly support it. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. I hope. I don't feel like I'm making a lot of sense tonight, and that's, you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. It was a very long day. I do have to say, it was quite a long day. I'm very glad to be done with it. I worked with Bug Spray again, and she was just miserable. Just absolutely. I hate working with her so much. I bet so, yeah. That's no small thing. I was kind of talking about that last night. It would have definitely been after you'd left, because it was way towards the end of the show. By the way, we did not complete Dark Cloud 2, and it's not gonna happen. I've thrown in the towel on that one. That last fight was pretty miserable. It was awful. But I was talking a little bit last night with folks that like things have been relatively secure recently compared to the past, and I mean, secure for me, it's still a minimum wage job, but it just having a little bit of financial security does mean a lot. Yeah, unfortunately there's no silver lining to that Dark Cloud. It was the final boss, like the final boss, because you've got a boss, 3 phases, real tough. Then you've got like a 6 boss rush, and then you've got the final for real boss. No place to save or re-equip. Well, I mean, like, you know, you've got your menus because like it's an active game, but like you can't actually leave and go back out of the dungeon. You got to do all this in one go. And the very final boss was killing my characters in one hit. And it's the kind of boss where there's a 5-minute countdown, and you can only damage it with the appropriate character when it's the matching color. So if one of your characters gets killed, then like half of the boss's time you can't damage it. And it was just like, I think our final attempt took maybe a half an hour just to get to that final boss, and I can't. The amount of grinding that we would have to do to get our characters to be able to do that fight is just, I can't do it. So unfortunately it's just not gonna happen. I'm very disappointed, honestly, because that's like 3 games in a row that we weren't able to finish. I mean, I know that like the the PS2 era of games was built differently, as they say, but it was just a lot. No point banging your head over something not fun. Yeah. Like, conceivably, I could spend like maybe a couple of days grinding on my own time to get the stats that we need to maybe beat the boss. And who knows, maybe I'll do that. Because I think with the right stats, like, you know, the fight's not that hard if you're actually properly equipped for it, but it'd be a lot. Alternatively, you could make some good use of your finite time on this earth and have fun instead. I mean, that's where I'm at, honestly, because I'm pretty past the point in my life where grinding just to grind is fun. Like, there was a time that I'm not gonna throw shade on that type of gameplay, because I know that it can be fun if you're in the right kind of mindset for it. And there was a time in my life when I had more drugs available, but where, like, yeah, I could spend like a couple of days just grinding, but I'm not there anymore. The gameplay has its place, but it's not really fitting for adults with lives. Us! Jelly Beans! Lovely to see you, as always. I hope you're really well. Oh my gosh! Jelly Beans, Yo! Honey Bunny put out a new song. And it's pretty darn good. She's still got pipes. The girl still has pipes. I'm glad that you're here. I'm sorry that the week was so long. We were kind of talking about this last night, but it just seems like everybody has had a whole week. Like, it just seems to have been a lot for everyone. So hopefully, with it being Friday and everything, like, hopefully the weekend will reset whatever really crummy luck that we've all seemed to have got recently. What am I doing with this? I could put in more triggers for... If I was really sick, I would put in a I forget what they're called, like a lockbox sequence where the players actually have to get everything in the appropriate order, like do it like an escape room. But I mean, this was just supposed to be showing off for a tutorial. I don't know if I really want to go that hard. I'm making guacamole and nachos for tonight, and scones with clotted cream. Okay, like, both of those dishes sound amazing, and yet, I kind of feel like guacamole and nachos plus scones with clotted cream is kind of, that sounds, like, they don't really match. Do they? I don't feel like they match. Well, are you gonna put the guacamole on the scones? I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if you demand it, if you have to, I guess, you know, I'm not gonna stop you, but... I can't tell if you're being serious or not, Holly. I have lost the ability to judge. I may try it. Oh no, what have you done, Holly? What have you done? I'd use scones as dessert, but there's no reason not to have the same day, have them the same day as nachos. I guess. I suppose. It don't sound right as all. It sounds wrong. Putting the nachos under a grill with the cheese and the chorizo. I could go for some nachos though. Y'all gotta be talking about nachos. That ain't hardly fair. I don't remember the last time I had nachos. I had an idea, and that's, I feel like, not a good one, so I'm not gonna, but it would be funny. Where's my black chicken? That looks like a battery. It's battery-esque. Well, I guess we need some string. So it doesn't fly away. I want nachos now! What have you done, Des? What have you done? We need this to be grabbable. I think that's our first step. I've heard that. I've heard that, and someday I'm gonna have to take you up on that. Although someday that would mean that I'd have to be in the UK. I'm always welcome. See that I need to be rich. All these wonderful people being like, "Oh, yo, you could be coming over here and visiting us," and I would love to be doing that. That would make me extremely happy. But I'm currently not, in fact, rich. I wanna visit folks. Wow. It would be pretty cool though. Yeah, I think that's fine. And when it's off, we're gonna get a zapping noise. And we need that. And I'm making Tiny Panda from Tiny Lego to calm down. I'm sending you in my mind with my brain parts, the meat of my brain. I am sending you the calmest images that I can. Oh, I actually do have I got some I could send you. That's a calm image. Give me a sec, yo. I got a thing for you. This perhaps may help. It's not a picture of Brad Dourif. Although that picture was amazing. Let me grab this. Oh, for fudge sakes, why you gotta be like this? Oh my god, this picture of Sting here. Sting in the underwear. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's a whole thing. Here. Holly, now peep this picture. It's not a picture of Sting in his underwear. It is in fact something that is very calming and relaxing. I promise. Oh, you as well. You be safe. And not sorry. Definitely safe though. It is adorable, isn't it? It's fantastic. Wait, Alice? Hold up a second. SS squad? Like, like the SS? Like the Nazis? Oh, thank God. I mean, I it do be Japan, and they've got, they did that. What the hell was that anime called? Halacia? The one where like all of the World War II Axis powers were um cute anime kids doing cute anime things. Suicide Squad though. Italia. Yes. Oh, but yeah, Italia's not trying to be edgy. Tanya the Evil is trying to be edgy. That's a good point. Tanya's like Starship Troopers. Okay. The movie. So not the good one. Wait. No, the movie's the good one. The book's the one that's like. The book's the one that's like. You could argue is not in fact a satire, but the movie is very much definitely being a satire. It's been a hot minute since I've had Starship Troopers discourse. Ah! You come back here. You know, there's like a JCP member, Gun Otaku, that has openly said he doesn't like Nazis. The book literally starts with the protag being a salaryman that's like, I hate humanity, and when he dies, he meets the Isekai rebirth goddess and gives her an our atheism rant about how gods aren't real because humanity is evil, which is meant to be a joke. Okay. Okay. That's certainly a different tone. Good on him. But also, it's the thing with all type of things. Oh, okay. It took me a second to get that, but I see what you mean. People just see the cool Nazi stuff and not understand it's a joke. This is a failure point for humanity. People don't seem to get that the Nazis are not supposed to be idealized. I figured what you meant. I did would not in a million years have assumed bad faith on that one. I feel like I know you well enough at this point. The Suicide Squad anime just seems extremely, while all your favorite guys killing people in an isekai world and like nothing else. That's so boring. honestly. Like, why even bother at that point? Peacemakers, they're doing things. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming that this is the James Gunn Peacemaker. The Senna one, yeah. I don't even remember what old Peacemaker looked like. He just looked like a guy. just looked like some dude. What if your favorite blorbo was just some dude? I don't actually know if this is gonna work, so we're gonna try it out. And then I'm gonna take a break. Alright, so we jump on the button that starts the countdown. Gonna pull out the battery. Gonna flip the switch. We cannot flip the switch. That's a problem. Okay, so that's an issue. Why? Hold on a sec. What if I make this positional? They'll get a bad Senna impersonator to voice him in the dub, probably because they can't afford Senna. I mean, can anyone afford Senna these days? Like, he's been doing numbers, isn't he? The Farley brothers. He's in their next new movie. Okay. Okay, so that's how that's supposed to work. Got it. Alright, let's try this again. Ricky Stanicky? What the... Do I even want to know what that's supposed to be? It sounds awful. It sounds like an 80s movie. Like, just the title alone. Okay. I mean, that pretty much worked. It's a movie about a friend group of guys that make up a friend so they could use it as an excuse to go to various places and not annoy their wives. And when the wives ask to see the guy, they get a stripper played by Senna to play their made-up friend, and comedy ensues. I do not like the sound of that. That doesn't... I feel like there are worse premises. I feel like you could conceivably do something ultimately wholesome with that, but it just sounds awful. I feel like you'd have to have fairly deft hands to not make that crap. Really though? Okay. See, now if it was from the auteurs behind oh wait, Green Book and Ableism are the same folks? That's not something I expected. That's I learned a new thing today, and that's terrifying. I was gonna say that if the Ricky Stanicky is made by the folks behind Green Room, that could conceivably be an experience, but unfortunately not. And Osmosis Jones. I'm glad somebody remembers Osmosis Jones, because that means that it wasn't like a hallucination of mine. Because we're at the hour point, gonna take a break, have myself a stretch, and oh god, I don't even want to think about that. Gonna take a break, have myself a stretch, be back in about 5 minutes, filled with orange juice, and we will see you. Well, I guess we'll see you in 5 minutes. we are back. What am I gonna do? I'm just kind of booping with time at the moment. Oh! Now I'm wondering if it's like actually a little friend or if it's Kojima. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's adorable! I love it. Did it help? Did it help you feel a little bit more calm? I'm hoping the answer is yes, but you feel better. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really unhappy with how you've been treated. That is a whole ball of not cool. So I'm glad that you are feeling a little bit better. Do you have... Well, no, tomorrow's Saturday, so you don't have work tomorrow, do you? I'm hoping? You don't work weekends. Excellent to hear. I hate that these colors are so close together. Like, I can see the difference in them, but it's not easy. Shoot. That's as big as I can make it? Oh, I hate that. I hate it so much. Well, that's okay. I can make this work. Just doing a simple animation test. Because even though these are originally set up for clocks, like... because they're just basically pixels, you could do more interesting things with them. So this is the C row. I do admit I am slightly killing time a little bit here. Because I'm a bit at a loss for what the heck I'm doing. Which I realize is kind of the story of my life, but I was gonna launch into that silly song, and I realized I didn't know any of the lyrics from it. Which honestly probably speaks well of me. I don't think I've done this right. Maybe I have. Well, we're gonna find out in just a second. Because I've only got to do one more row of these. Fudge. Why did you shrink? Oh, I must have accidentally dragged it off of the top. That do be happening sometimes. Alright, I'm going to set that to loop. And bring it down to 1.5 a pip. Get it started. And let's see how it works. I mean, it does work. I don't know if it's exactly what I was thinking or intending, but... Oh, fudge. Right, these are... they're all defizzed. Because I'm silly. I mean, kinda. Kinda. I think I know what I need to do, though. But I don't know if I have the space for it, unfortunately. Because I feel like what I want is that I want it to fill. Which means that, like, all of these have to be all the way across. And I can't do that because there's not enough space going down. How would I make that work? Like, I mean, I can see ways to do it, but it would just require a lot of wiring. Like, kind of more than I am really prepared to do at this exact moment. I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong, like, the effect is a cute effect, but it's not quite what I'm getting at. See, these are purple. These are pink. These are blue. And these are green. I don't have enough space for the other thing I was thinking of doing. Wow. That's okay. Then I hope that you sleep very well. I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better. I hope that your weekend is really, really nice. Give our love to Mori. And we will see you on the flip side. The side of flipping. Oh, you gotta be over here, that's why. It's like, what's the problem? Why aren't you working? That's why. When you were talking about France earlier, which is terrifying. What are your prospects in France? Spain is still the main goal. I mean, it does sound like Spain is the best shot. France does not sound great, but if like France is just a minor thing because I have family there. Ah, gotcha. I was wondering like why France had come up, and that makes a lot more sense. Would your family in France consider putting you up? Maybe. It's not a huge vote of confidence there. Well, I'm gonna continue keeping my toes crossed for Spain to work out. I guess you're kind of in that situation where there's not really anything you can do but wait for this dude. On top of all things. Oh no! Oh god dang it! I hate that. I hate everything about that. Us! Soup! How you doing? I hope you are well. We are playing around with simple animations because, you know, we're goofy. Hopefully life is treating you okay. Check this out. It's very dull, but it took a lot of work. Random account in the Discord. The guy was chasing me, showed up, did not even make an introduction post, and the account was created 3 days ago. Do not like it. Gonna have this on in the background while I take care of some stuff. I probably won't be interacting that much, but feel free to at me if you want to ask me something. Hey, before you go, let me show you the submarine. We did a little bit of work on the submarine. It's exciting. Alright, so we hit the button to start the sequence. Now we've got multiple things that we have to unplug now, or do things with. Oh, I forgot to switch the music up, so sorry about that. Finally, Kronos! I was waiting for you. Got a battery out here to take out. Oh, we got water. Oh shoot, this is the first time I tried this with water. Can I even push a button underwater? Oh crumbs, I can't, because I can't get in the background. Oh. I mean, you're right that I could use sponge for that. I'd forgotten that was gonna be I forgot that was gonna happen. But yeah, this is, I don't know what I'm doing with this. This is just gonna be like, I'm just doing this in the tutorial so that I could show off the world's most unnecessarily complex sequencer. It's awful. Like, I swear, Kronos, I did not make this to make you unhappy. I feel like I might have done, though. There's a lot. It does go in both directions. It can be doing both directions. I was very proud of myself on that. I'll show you the alternating directions with the clock over here. If we just switch the selector to 2, and now it'll count down instead of count up. Pretty nifty. I'm here in need of praise. Is it? Oh, good. That makes me. You have no idea how happy that makes me. This all it was a pain in the butt, and mostly I did this as a relaxation exercise because there are about 1,000 ways that you could do this much more easily than I decided to do it, but yeah, it works. This is all the stuff for the silly sequence. Like, if I was using this in the hub, I don't think I would go this hard. I think I know. Oh wait, are you talking about making it go up and down, or are you talking about making it into like a redneck sequencer. Because I know how to do the second, but I'm not sure I know how to do the first. Going back down, I think... No, I don't think I know how to do that. Let me pull out your clock. The reason... Before I do that, though, let me slightly explain why I did this setup. Beyond the fact that it was just relaxing to do. So when I was making my, like, excuse me, got the hiccups. When I was making that set for LBP2, and I was thinking about, like, you know, if I were recording an LBP2 and I would have my clock, because, you know, it's gotten to be kind of a trademark by this point. And like you had mentioned a bit back, notes in LBP2 don't have inputs. Like, you can't make notes display the way that your clock works. And so I was like, well, I mean, I could just do the sticker panel clock like I used to do, like way back in the day. In, you know, well, basically until you taught me how your clock worked. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to be doing it that way, I'm going to be using all these selectors. And wouldn't it be neat if I set it up to be like an animated clock instead of just, you know, sticker panel? Also because, like, I don't have those stickers in LBP2 because they're from the Journey Home set. And so that's why we did it like this. Because honestly, if I could set your clock up in LBP2, I probably would have done that and just not even thought to do this. Because your clock is just so much easier to work with. Oh! Also, I don't know if you got to see the animation, Kronos, but I did set up like a little zoomy animation here for fun. I do have your clock as a bit of logic, so I hope it's the most recent version. I mean, honestly, yeah, it kind of hurt mine. And the worst thing is, like, I honestly need it bigger to do what I was thinking of. I think I just make the sticker panels go through and set them off via impact. Make the sticker panels go through and set them off via impact. I could see how that would work with the animated, like, with the chasing line, but I don't see how that would work with the clock. Okay, I get it, and like it's not it's a working idea, but it kind of feels like at that point, why not just like oh shoot, Automod. Automod, okay, Automod missed the context of in Minecraft, and I feel like that's kind of important context. Alright, give me a second here. Okay, so Kronos, I'm kind of assuming that like these would be placed behind the grid and like lined up so that they're matching where the pips are, and then like a selector is going to turn on the tag, and the impact the impact sensor on the pip is going to turn the pip on. Because it seems to me, if I'm understanding you correctly, it seems to me on that point like, no, I understand that they're invisible. This is just so that I could see them right now. But like, why not, if you're just gonna do that anyways, why not, instead of mucking around the tags in the grid, you may as well just do the numbers like that. Okay, they would be invisible. They would emit indefinitely until the next number. They would be destroyed when it's not their output. They would emit it indefinitely until... Okay. I mean... Okay. But... for the animation, that feels like it makes a lot of sense, but... Because here's what the actual clock part looks like. The sequencer was just for doing the animation. The animation for the line, not for the clock. So this is for the seconds place. And the OR gates are representing shared pips between numbers. So the selector is from 0 down to 9, and then it would cause the tens place to go up once it reaches once it reaches 0, I think. I don't know. I've forgotten how it's wired, which is a problem because I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this. And that's just turning on the tags. Oh, I completely understand how this works, and I vibe with it. I just hate the amount of wires. Fair. 100% fair. I can't argue with that point. It is a lot of wires, and the original version is even more, because the original version wires directly to the pips instead of wiring to tags. And I realized, like, that was a lot. Let's see, your clock. Well, I wonder if, pull out the directional combiner here. I don't know, that gets really wonky though. Because I've got it working with selectors. That's kind of what I've got going on here. And then I wonder if I even need those, because I do have these extra ones here to make sure that it's triggering up or down. Because with the selector, the scroll over from, like, going from the second spot to the 10 spot, and then 10 spot to the 1 spot, it's coming off of the selector, so that's giving a positive output. So I've got to refeed it through another directional combiner, or combiner. Let's see how this works here. Make a new 1-second timer. Okay, put the directional combiner directly on the timer. Replace it. Make a new 1-second timer. Connect the timer to the combiner and include C nodes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump ahead. Oh, C node is for circuit node, not cookie node. Alright, so it has to have something in there already. It can't just be going back from 0. Which makes sense. I'm trying to remember which one of these match up. So these have to match. These have to match, and these have to match. So we'll say, make that 4. Make that a 2 and a 2. That a 2 and a 2. We'll make that an 8 and an 8. Oh, there you go. But then it gets stuck. Interesting. Why does it get because these are empty. It's drained them out. And they don't replenish. I mean, you weren't lying. There was no lies were told. Give me a second, because we are at the 2-hour point, and I do want to grab a bit of a stretch and a cigarette. And that'll give you a chance to make explicable the complicated. Which means just make it so that I understand. Os called! Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. It's delightful to have you in as always. I am going to be taking a break now, called, but I will be back in like just 5 minutes. Oh gosh. Oh, you sweetie. Absolute sweetie. But I'm going to be back. See you in a sec. Hus, I am back. Cross says, I might be stumped here. The solution would be to bump the timer back to max in one go without it resetting, and if I knew how to do that, I wouldn't have such a headache in making health bars in demo. Counter, not timer. That's no problems. Yeah. That's a bit of a shame, but I still like your clock more. I'm gonna be honest about that. I think it's a very, very nice clock. It looks really nice, but most importantly, it's dead simple to set up. It doesn't accidentally reset itself. Oh, you're all good. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna throw any shade at you. Did it? I do have to ask, because you made like a special point of it. Did the flickering pip? Did it bother you? Like, on some fundamental level? Because I feel kind of bad about that, but. Yeah, actually, honestly, that's why I asked. A bit. That's hilarious. I'm so sorry, but it is. I shouldn't laugh, but I do, 'cause it's funny. Yeah, so that's that. I mean, I don't know why I did all this, but oh, like I don't know if you remembered, but we used like a lot of these in when we were screwing around with the archives. Cause it's fun, and fun things are fun. This is true. I just kind of got to building stuff up, and I was like, yeah, let's make the most redneck of sequencers. Because like all of this is silly, honestly. Like all of this could have been done just with a sequencer. There was no reason to run it off of here. I guess like the one reason that you might have to do something like this is if you were like doing a time sequence that was just too far out, maybe? Like something that was going to trigger in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And you wouldn't necessarily want the sequencer. Well, I mean, even then though, like you could have a 5-minute timer and then put the sequencer on the timer. Well, I mean, like, make the timer trigger the sequencer. There's no reason to do this. I mean, there's no reason to do this like this. It depends on whether or not you'd ever want the timer to go up to begin with. Yeah, that's true. I was gonna have this submarine on like an arm, so that it would kind of go up and down, and that didn't work. That was not. It kept on breaking the arm off. It was a bit of a problem. Just trying to think if I want to put a bobber on this. With like some winches. But it'd be kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know. It's kind of cute though. So that I don't know when this tutorial is going to be up. Probably like, I mean, by next Friday. But beyond that, I'm not sure. Hopefully folks will have fun with it. I mean, I had fun making it, so hopefully that shines through. I'm just looking at that Pip. Like, oh, that Pip's really getting to Kronos. Where's you? Oh, you do go up and down. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, there it goes. Make you go back up. Just because we can. What do I want to do? Like, we got a half an hour left. I think I've done everything in this mode. I was about to unironically ask you if you played any community levels in the first hour. We did not. It is like, I mean, I understand the habit of it. Because normally we would. Is there any DLC that we haven't played? Did we do any of, like, the Muppets? I don't remember. Please don't crash. I would do the journey home, but like that would mean I'd have to play the companion characters, and I low-key kind of hate them. We did move a couple weeks back. We did DC last week. You know, one thing I've been loving about using the alt account so much, because I've been using Empty Room Risco a lot for recordings. It saves like so quickly. I don't know what it is about this this file, like this profile, but my other profiles do not have this problem. We can't do adventure because I got the progress bug, so we can't look at anything beyond the introduction, which would suck. Poppet Puzzles, not where we want to be. I don't know if we've done any Muppets. We could do some Muppets. Apparently I don't have the ace in this one, so The Phantom of the Muppet Theater is so, like, it's so sloppy, though. Like, this level's very sloppy. Oh, I think this one might be bugged, that the ace, like, doesn't show up. There's a couple of these levels where the ace will just, like, randomly trigger. I mean, like, you actually do have to complete... Well, how should I put this? Like, you do have to ace the level, but it doesn't always track the fact that you've aced it. Well, if they don't get the servers back up, not very much. There's not very much community to manage without the servers running. Like, what I don't get, they went through the trouble to make Fozzie and Gonzo's costumes actually look like... Yes! Kronos, I was just gonna say that. Like, why? Why did they make Kermit's costume the way they did? After going through the trouble of making, like, the other costumes not. It's such a weird choice. And it's very ugly energy. I tell you, this level was not fun to record. Like, I did not enjoy this at all. Because I had to play it so many times. It has to be some weird tech drama? Like... maybe? Like... I'm just trying to understand... I'm trying to imagine what kind of tech drama would cause that costume. Because Kronos is right, it's cursed. It's deeply cursed. And none of the other costumes look like that. I wish the Muppet skip was like 100 times more enjoyable than it actually is. Also, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's so loud. It does seem very loud though. Oh, fudge. Oh, well, that's... Fudge! Fudge! Oh, there goes the ace! That's totally the flippin' ace! Oh, shoot. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, God! This freaking level... This is no Gouda. Oh, we did it though. I know I made Rushing a week, but I did not enjoy my time working with Attractive Tweaker. It's not his fault, honestly. I just no idea how to make it exciting. It's like, yeah. Oh, it did track the ace though. That's nice. It's just like it slows down momentum so much. I don't know why they, like, I don't know. There's got to be some way to make it fun, but I have no idea what it is. It looks cool though. I mean, I like the jelly. The attracted jelly looks really neat. I hate Fozzie Bear so much in this DLC. Ah! I did get really good at this fight though, because I had to do it like 10 times. Let's see if I've actually maintained that skill. Hi, hi. Oh yeah. Did you like it? Was it Gouda? I hate this. This isn't as bad as the next section, but it does suck. To be honest, a portion of the final bosses were not that fun, but yeah, it was alright. Was it, did it live up to the hype, at least? It seems like there was at least a little bit of hype for about, like, a month, and then it just disappeared. Your favorite Muppets? Who? This is the Phantom of the Muppet Theater. Do you not know the Phantom of the Muppet Theater? Alright, this is the bit that sucks. Fudge. Okay. Alright. I think I screwed this up, but... Oh yeah, I totally screwed this up. Oh wait, who's my favorite Muppet? As a joke. New Zealand? Maybe? New Zealand's the guy that throws the fish. He, like, never shows up. And not sure if this is a compliment or a roast, but it's about what I'd expect from a FromSoft game called Elden Ring. New Zealand is a strong pick. He's, like, he's got a whole thing going on. I do appreciate... And we also have to throw out a shout out for Beaker and Honeydew for having some good MLM rep. Which I'm pretty sure is canon. Hi. I don't remember if these bombs can kill us. Okay, they could. Now, probably not the popular opinion, but I do wish they made the early levels easier to get. You don't have to farm... Wait. wish they made the early levels easier to get. You didn't have to farm to get comfortable result. Are we talking about Elden Ring, or are we talking about the Muppets? Okay, okay. Kermit and nothing else, so that should say enough. I mean, I don't know, I don't think that's unfair. The Muppet Show was very much a 70s, 80s thing. Oh, Phantom Strong! Lovely to see you. I'm pretty sure I only saw the original Muppet Show, like, on reruns. I don't know that I ever saw any of the, like, any episodes new. I did see the various Muppet movies in the theater, though. All the Negativitron style monster wars sound like they just have a big old migraine. I mean, honestly, they give me a migraine, so I guess that works. There was a 2000s and 2010 Disney Muppet thing, but I don't know how big they are. I know of them, but I never saw them. I'm not familiar with them at all. That was just, like, poorly done. It's an interesting boss fight. I would not say that it's my favorite boss fight, but it's definitely not the worst. But it's very fiddly. The second tooth jumping part is kind of a lot. Also, why am I just trying to run directly underneath the burning debris? There's also the Muppet sitcom where they tried to make it an adult sitcom that was very mid. Why would they do that? Well, I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. So, like, that bit there is bugged, and you will notice that I did ace that level, and yet it did not track my ace. And I had to play this level so many times to get, like, the ace prizes to show up on the scoreboard so that I could have it for the recording. Kronos says, it feels like Elden Ring, there's an extremely thin middle ground. You're either tearing through the monsters or you're getting trampled, hardly any in between. So you're saying it's Dark Chronicles 2. Like, Elden Ring is Dark Cloud 2. But beatable. A lot of it is just jokes about Kermit dating people that feel like How I Met Your Mother tier. Oh, I hate that. You played for Ace, but instead got Joker. Are, like, the Phantom Thieves? Are the Phantom Thieves gonna come up and steal my heart? Because I'm not giving it to them, because they're cops. I'm sorry, the cops don't get to steal my heart. Also, Phantom, because I didn't get to give you a full welcome when you came in, but I hope that life is being very kind to you. I hope that you don't have any major stress recently. The Phantom Thieves from PS5, they're... Yes, wait. Why are they making me play this again? What? Did I hit replay? Because I don't want to replay this. So... basically the issues with the Phantom Thieves in PS5 and also in PS5 Scramble. Basically, like, they talk a big game about like going against the system and charting their own paths, and we're rebellious youths and we're gonna do our thing. But like, you notice that all of their stories, if you go through like the character side quests and you build the relationships with the characters, like all of their stories reaffirm the path that they were on originally, like with no divergence. There's very little introspection as to like what that means and how that interacts with society and how that supports the kind of BS that they're supposedly rebelling against. So there's that. You've got like very specifically like Makoto's gonna be a cop. Her dream, even though like police corruption killed her father and almost killed her sister and like corrupted her sister into one of these palace guardian dealies, she's like, well, I'll be the one good cop that reforms the system from within, so there's that. They're really chummy with public security in Scramble, which is super gross because public security is like the super cops that crack down on... Okay, they do crack down on cults, supposedly. Not do a very good job of it, but like, that is part of their job, is to watch cults. But a lot of what they do is crack down on leftist groups and spy on leftist groups, so like, we're not real big fans of those. None of the main cast are cops. Makoto is a cop. She's gonna be a cop. Let me peep what you sent me, Alice. Do I want to watch this? Oh, this is just like a Twitter mock-up. Okay. That's pretty funny. It is the Persona writing problem. Well, definitely from 3 to 5. I'm not familiar enough with the earlier Personas. Like, I never played 1 and 2. I never played the Shin Megami Tensei, so I can't really speak to those. But I guess it's like all the more glaring in 5 because 5 makes such a show about, we are the counterculture, like we are the thieves, right? And it's a great thumbnail. It's a hilarious thumbnail. And then just like how they are so very superficial about that. I'm a little forgiving of it just because of maybe the audience that they're writing for, and I'm looking at this from the perspective of somebody who is 45 now. I was 40 when I first played it. Like, I've got a lot of experience. But I kind of feel like they could trust their audience more, even if they were shooting for a young adult audience. I feel like, I don't know. Wait, Pop-Tart Monster Vor? What? Let's see, Cronus says, I'm looking forward to the DLC for Elden Ring because based on what they said, they adopted the Sekido power system where you gain attack power for every boss you kill, implying that there's a relatively clear skill expectation and not just you are arbitrarily high enough to not chip away at the boss HP. Oh, okay, so that's what the Pop-Tart 4 is. Gotcha. Oh, that... Okay, okay, right. I got like 3 different pans in the fryer here. It did track my ace. Nice of them. I appreciate that. We did the move pack. Pirates? 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 I don't have the ace in Cursed Bay. We could do that. We get the ace there. Can I not be a true American? Alice, could you take away my Americanhood? I would like to be absolved of this. You can have it. I'll give you my passport. Which I think is a federal crime, so maybe I shouldn't do that, but like maybe I should. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna vote. Just, it's damage control and I hate it, but what am I gonna do, you know? Darn it, there's our ace. I know English, so am I even a real Filipino? I'm not. I would never. I would never call somebody's card like that. And I hope that you don't call your own card like that. If you want to lose your citizenship, the quickest way to get it is to get Japanese citizenship. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm shocked that they gave me the permanent residence, and that's pretty much just because I was married at the time. Also, like, you've got to pay a lot of money to cancel your U.S. citizenship. Like, it ain't cheap. I joke somewhat, but the amount of times I get spoken to by a Philippine worker because they assume I understood the language is not insignificant. It's weird because it's like, it's one of those things where on paper, it doesn't look like it should be that hard. And then in reality, where real people live, it's just absurdly difficult. I'm not shocked. Although apparently they are pushing to expand the skilled worker visa because we have no skilled workers. And this is after them, I think, already expanding it to include drivers. Oh, we just completely botched that race. Go us. I mean, who could have guessed, right? It's honestly shocking. I would have never imagined. Oh God, this is the level with the racism. Just gonna run past this as quickly as possible. I forgot. Shinzo Abe is crying in the sky right now? I can only hope. Shinzo Abe needs to weep and weep more. That's odd. Usually the sky is above the ground. Wah, wah. What do you mean there's no workers? Surely people have the 3 years of X experience for entry-level work at everything, right? You joke, but... Translation, Shingoku means hell. just so we're down with this. Just so you know. One hopes he is in hell. One must imagine. Much like we have to imagine Sisyphus being happy, we have to imagine Shinzo Abe in hell. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but it makes me happy. I'm honestly not sure. Alice, that's actually a really good question. Shame you could have failed the LEGO World levels for the server side. I mean, you know, we might yet have a chance again to play them. It is not impossible. No lives lost. Raggedy tree. What are they giving us this raggedy tree for? I was gonna ask a question and I don't remember what the heck it was gonna be. See, Port Royale doesn't have a 2-player, so I think we could get all the prizes from here. Os! Claire, lovely to see you. Good morning to you. Hopefully it is a bright and cheerful morning. I don't know what the ambient temperature is where you be. Looking up, it seems like in Shinto they believe that everyone goes to Yomi, which is the land of the dead, so where everyone goes doesn't matter if they were good or bad. And I don't want to go nowhere. Like, I kind of feel like this, I think one life is enough. I don't know about bright. It's pretty cloudy out, but that's okay. I got to sleep to the sun. I love that. I absolutely love that. Honey Bunny did not enjoy thunderstorms, but I have always been a big old fan. Who'd have thunk it? Who would have imagined that it might be complicated, Alice? Wait, that was the last one? Actually, we don't even need to do this. I think we can like totally skip this section. speedrunning tricks for Pirates of the Caribbean pack? Caribbean. I can talk. Oh! Oh no, you needed to open this door. I was fooled. Treachery most foul. Like a I was gonna say like a chicken that's sleeping with your wife, but I don't think that really works. Unless you're an ultranationalist, most Shinto, Buddhists, Christians, etc. in Japan fuse some of their beliefs with those of other religions. Due to how ingrained in parts of Japanese culture they were. This is true. There is a lot of mixing over here. That does remind me, I haven't done Setsubun in like a couple of years now, and that's kind of sad. I mean, we did do the Setsubun in-game, I think 2 years ago? That's kind of like doing it for real. I think so. It wasn't this year. I don't even know if we streamed that day. I've been streaming for since 2018. So, yeah, it's been a while. It doesn't really feel like it, but yeah, it's been almost 6 years. I don't know like the exact month that I started, but I've been trying since 2017, certainly doesn't feel like it. I mean, time just gets up and goes on you. This man's calling me a scallywag. I'm not a scallywag. I should have bought all the DLCs back then. I mean, we didn't... I don't think any of us really realized that they were going to be delisted. I certainly didn't get all of them. I'm glad that I got all of the, like, chunky playable the chunky playable DLCs with like multiple levels. But I did not get all of the DLCs. I mean, it's super annoying, honestly. Some of the stuff that we ended up losing out on is pretty crummy. Like, even the sets that I don't really like, I really don't like the Muppet set. Like, I don't think those levels are all that fun. But some of the materials in that set are just fantastic. Like, the very first time I tried to do the kanji school back in LBP2, and the brick material from the Muppet set was my main build material, and it's a really nice looking brick material. I think the Cursed Loco Roco one is still up. I think you can still buy that one. I don't know why you would want it, but I think you can in fact get it. Well, me hearties, me chums, we have rocked up almost perfectly to 3 hours. This was nice. It was a little bit of a noodly stream, but I had a good time playing around in create mode. Got to show off my clocks, and I got to show off my sub, so that was cool. Have I thought about playing Loco Roco on stream? Is that like, is it on PS4? Also, why is there no pod music? Did I accidentally turn it off? Like, there's definitely no pod music, but remastered versions on PS4 are easily the best way to play. I don't remember being particularly good at Loco Roco. I feel like I have played it, but I think I want to play, like, for the next couple of long form games that we do, I want to play a couple games that, like, I can actually beat. Because I've been a bit disappointed in that regard. But, oh, you played Loco Roco last month. Okay. Well, I'll take a look at some videos of it, but I think that'll be on the back burner. But I do need to put a ribbon on it because I have work tomorrow. I mean, I always do, but I had a lovely night. I will ask all of you, as I always do. Apart from the racist stuff, it'd probably make a great chill stream game. Why am I not shocked that there might be racist stuff in Loco Roco? I'll have to ask you about that more tomorrow. But I'll ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in Meat Space. Make sure that you are getting all of the hydration that you need. Try to be having at least one meal a day, even if it's kind of trash. Just to at least have something in your belly. If you got medication, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation allows for. But above all and overall, please do remember that you are important, you have value, and you are valued. There are folks out there who are rooting for your best life, who want you to be happy, who want you to be safe and loved. I'm one of those folks, but I'm only one. There are many more. But, why, thank you, all of you. Cold, you're such a sweetie, though. Y'all are sweeties. But, from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.